Right in the heart of a silver bullet.
Yeah. I think they plotting on man. Don't wipe their feet when they enter the L.A.R. I feel a cold stare.
This is not the time to sit here and go, well, we're only, we have this great nation, but it's only because the black people were slaves. I think that's a little, I don't know. I don't like, I think the word I want to use, like,
this isn't a time for separation.
Yeah. What do you think?
It's a time to bring everybody together and celebrate.
Yep. That's the word I'm looking for. Divisive. That's the word. It's something that divides us. And that's one of the things I think happens a lot, especially in politics, especially in social media. There's all these things that are meant to specifically separate us.
What's happening? We're going to talk about the divisive hypocrisy. When I hear these conversations, whether it be race, politics, class, ethnicity, nationality, delineation, the same thing keeps popping up. For one, this country was divided from the jump. Okay, so this country doesn't know what unity is. But there's another issue past that, which is control. What it is people who say, we need to come together, we need to unite at my behest. When I think it's time that we come together, we go come together. When it's time for us to separate again, we're gonna separate again. And then when it's time for us to come together again, like I believe, we're gonna come together again. It's like, listen, nobody is going to be running back and forth at your beck and call when you opportunistically or conveniently need help or need unity. That's why it's such a problem, because it's so disingenuous, and I don't think that will ever be fixed. And I don't think people who have an understanding of why America is so quote unquote divided, the people who have the understanding of that know, people are just opportunistic. 9/11, we need to stick together against somebody. Like, that's the other part about the divisive thing. It's usually we need to come together and show a united front versus somebody. So there's always going to be an enemy, and if you can only ask for unity when we all have a common enemy, when we don't really all have a common enemy, usually it's like you have an enemy and you need help. Or when times are good, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. But when times are bad, we need to come together and unite. No. It's opportunistic, it's sociopathic, it's schizophrenic, and at some point, you're gonna have to give that up. You get what I'm saying? Because you're not trustworthy. The people who ask for us to be united aren't trustworthy. So it's a hustle. It's a hustle. And then this is why we have so many different factions, is because, and even why the phrase dog whistle exists, because I can get a group of people to unite around this concept, this idea, this ideology. And usually what's crazy is, in America, if there was actually something that can bring America together, there would be people, the same, in my opinion, the same people that want unity in America will be the same people against that. Because going back to what I said earlier, they just want to control, when people are unified and separated. Because the capitalism of America was built on division. You get what I'm saying? The policies of America going abroad was built on division, sowing seeds of divisions in other places and creating not just doubt, but creating an atmosphere where you can quote unquote divide and conquer, right? And with that, you can steal people's resources. So you can't steal people's resources when they're united, and that's why, in my opinion, that's why I say when people want to control it, because when we're united, we're all one, and it's like, no, I want us to be all one for right now, but when it's time for me to get back on this hustle and try to be the number one person, I need us all divided. So it's like, well, we're just gonna be divided the whole time. And then, and here's for me, usually the people that are asking for it are the very type of people that divided the country anyways, or keep stoking the flames of division. So that's why people look to me like people look at people sideways. It's like, you said you hate them, and them, and now let's all come together. It's it's quite narcissistic, and also to me it's like cover because, as I said before, people are looking. We can unite for a common enemy, but the scam about that is the type of people like this that want us to unite are the type of people that we probably should be uniting against. So in my opinion, there's never going to be unity. Unity in America is a temporary state. America fought against unity. Think about that. Like, Civil War was fought because we don't want unity, right? All of the, black codes, Jim Crow was because we don't want to be unified, and Chinese Exclusion Act. We don't need that. The Mexican American War, and part of this is even up to now the whole immigration issue, right? You're not American, and if you are American, you don't look American enough for me. It's all based in division. It's all divisive. If you don't believe our ideologies, you got to go. Okay, cool. So to me, people are just not trying to live the lie. I'm not trying to play this game where we can live in your fantasy world when it's convenient for you. But when it's time to live in my reality, that's not what I signed up for. So ultimately, man, this country is going to stay divided and continuously be divided because, it's the United States, but it's not the United people. You get what I'm saying? So that's my 2 cents. You can tell me what you think. Catch you on the next one. Peace.